Hi. I'm Lynn. Uh, well, I'm gonna start off kind of talking about my previous video. It was done in October of 2014. Um, that was a nightmare. And I'm probably still a nightmare because I'm really not a in front of the camera person. I really am more a behind the camera person. But unfortunately, I don't have that luxury today. Um, I wanted to kind of start up with videos again because I really want to document my story, I guess. Not really. Um, 2 years ago, I labeled my video "Wow, awkward gaze?" question mark exclamation mark question mark. And around that time, that was when I was going through my gender identity crisis. I knew I was attracted to women, but I was kind of, am I a girl? And that was scary. I knew a trans guy for a few years then. And I've talked to him a lot recently because of recent problems I've had. But, I had a lot of friends then who really helped me, come to terms and learn about being trans. Now with that, I identify as a trans male. I would like to begin testosterone within the next year, hopefully. Um, at least by this time next year, I want to start T. Um, uh, shit. I came out to my mom in June or July last year in 2015, and it was a really terrifying thing. I I had already been identifying as male online for a while, and I have been everywhere. I identify as male now, except at school. I'm not out. I mean, I'm not closeted. I'm out, but I'm not just volunteering that information out for anyone to know. Um, but it's really a terrifying subject for me because even when it was just me being attracted to women, I was terrified of being kicked out, of losing friends, and all this. And it was the same thing with coming out as trans. I was so scared that I texted my mother. And I texted my mom, and it was about the gym, really. I told her I no longer wanted to go to the women's evening classes at our jiu-jitsu gym. And she was like, okay, you don't have to, but I would really like it if you would, because a lot of the women here need help with more experienced people. And I told her that was okay. I could do that. And after that, I told her that I didn't strictly identify as female. And it was maybe over a few weeks. I kept texting her, and I eventually told her, maybe I don't identify as either. And then I told her I think I'm a trans male. And, while I was doing this, I was telling her, please don't come upstairs and talk to me. I don't want to talk about it. I just wanted to tell you. Of course she doesn't listen. So after I came out to her, and she was like, I'm there for you, whatever. I began looking for a gender therapist in my area, which is really hard to do. I'm not good at any of this. I just called the pharmacy this morning to pick up a refill, and I probably sounded like I was either really stoned or not awake. So I found a therapist, whose office was a few miles from where I currently live. And I saw her for maybe 3 months. When I first started seeing her, my mom told me that we would give it 6 months and she would see whether or not she's comfortable with me starting tea. And I really only saw that doctor for about 3 months, so that entire deal was over when she sat me down at my grandmother's house and we were talking, and she said that she didn't really trust the group that this doctor put me in. It was more like a support group. And because she didn't trust the group that this doctor put me in, she didn't trust the doctor. She didn't like her. She was a fine lady to me. But this is my mother, and she was paying for these appointments, so I couldn't really say yes or no. That was last year. We stopped seeing her around September. I had my first appointment with my current therapist in March, a few days before my birthday. Around Easter. And I didn't really like her that much. She talked to my mom first and then came and talked to me, and she was like, your mom says you think you're trans. And I'm like, sure, I think I'm trans. Because I don't think, I know, I'm not. There was the, 2 years before I came out where I was questioning everything. Yeah, that went down. I've been seeing her maybe, it's June now, so 3 months maybe. Just about 2.5. We're like, she's nice. Fuck. The last appointment I had with her, I discussed with her what being trans meant to me, and the only reason I'm really seeing a therapist is because A, I do have psychological disorders which need talking about, and B, because I want to start testosterone, and I would like to at least be relatively knowledgeable of the requirements of starting that with parental consent at my age in my state. Because I can't find diddly squat on the internet because welcome to Alabama. And I was telling her, I know it's not the end all be all, fix your all problems. And I'm really hoping that kind of gave her a good perspective of me. I had an amazing appointment with her, and that's because my mom wasn't there. Every appointment I've had with her, my mom was there, and she always had something else to say about what I wanted to say and interjected. I didn't get to say what I needed to say. As previously stated in my last video 2 years ago, I still kind of have an awkward farmer's tan. I thought it would be hilarious to mention that. I mentioned it. That's kind of all I really wanted to say. I'm really struggling with my relationship with my mother right now because she's extremely hypocritical. She says she supports me, she's okay with everything, she buys my binders, my boxers, etc. She also isn't at the same time. I asked her for some new tennis shoes, and this was about a month ago. Yeah, I've been out for a year and she still takes me straight to the women's section. It wasn't until we found Scott that she let me go to the men's section. She and she does this, I feel like she does this as an excuse. Like, she doesn't have to feel bad for not letting me do things. She won't call me by my preferred name. She won't use my preferred gender pronouns. She doesn't want me to be out at school. And she says this because she worries about me being bullied, but honestly, I think that should be my choice because I don't. Plenty of people know and they don't care, and it should be my choice. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around with the bathroom bills and everything right now, and I told my friend I'd wear a catheter if it came down to that because the only time I'm ever gonna need a fucking sink is in art class, and they have separate rooms for art. You know, they have the paint room, which has a sink in it so you can clean your shit. So I'm in 8 days. I have an appointment with my doctor about whatever, and I'm gonna bring up starting T again, and I'm gonna argue a lot, and I'm probably gonna cry a lot. I'm yawning a lot. There's a lot of strain on all of my relationships lately, though. I haven't been able to see anybody, and I'm hoping I get to do that soon. Recently. I found out my best friend outed me to her mother, and that kind of stung because the last time someone outed me without my permission, it was a girl who I thought was my best friend who told me I was gay to the entire school, basically. And that was not her business. It was not her secret to tell. But I got over it. I mean, I don't really care who knows. And she told her mother, and I'm fine with it. I'm over it. Her mom doesn't care. But I'm scared. I don't want my friends to tell their parents I don't want them telling their parents at all. I want to be the one to tell their parents. I know I'm out, but I don't want my identifying as male to ruin relationships with my female companions. I think that's all. I really am not. I just pray for me because I need help. I don't want everything to go to shit because I'm at a really bad spot right now. And I have high hopes, and I'm doing better. I only have 1 year of high school left. I'm planning on either going to art school or apprenticing at a tattoo shop for piercing, because tattoos are terrifying right about now. I've never had one, and I understand that there is a ginormous difference between being good at art and being good at tattooing people. And I think I'm just going to stop it here. I went to a convention a few weeks ago, and this amazing guy made me a trans flag bracelet. It glows in the dark. It's phenomenal. They were really nice, and so were all of their friends. And that also gave me a lot of hope because these are guys who are comfortable with themselves, and none of them are on hormones, and they gave up what their parents care in a way, and I think I need to do that because I feel like my parents don't care enough, and I feel like I would be better off if it's just me soon. But that still scares me in a way. Anyway, I'm done. It's nice talking to you, strangers on the internet. Hopefully I'll do this again soon. I'm probably not going to edit this except for maybe my awkward silences. I'm in my tub, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but I'm in my tub. Every pillow in my room is in my tub right now, and it's